Hey everyone, wanted to jump in and do a little quick review of a couple of trades that I alerted last week and kind of what I was looking for. Starting with this first one, so on 214, I alerted I'm watching the 411 area for potential reject scalp. So I alerted this around this time, and this is the level I was watching. So I want to go over it. 411's kind of been a big level for 1050 to 411 all the past couple weeks, so that's what I was watching. So as we see, this level has been respected, right? Is acting as support. We broke out above it, started coming down. We broke back below it, rejected, pushed back above, held it for a little bit, and then when we broke below, we dumped. So coming around this time, I was looking for this level to potentially reject again. So I alerted around this time that I'm watching this, and I was kind of patiently waiting to confirm that this level is going to be good. And then this was a big key indicator for me. So looking at this bar right here, we broke above and we had high volume, very small candle. And so this rejected this level pretty well. So I knew when we come back up to retest, I'm going to go ahead and enter. So when we came up back up here, I entered. And then as we came down, volume started to step in, as you can see on this candle here and here. So as we reach this little support area, so that's where I decided to exit my position. And like I mentioned, when I was looking for it, I was looking for a quick scalp move, and I got about 30% out of this by just entering right above 411 and exiting right here at this 410.30, which, as we can see, was a support across the way too. Um, then the next trade that I alerted is alerted intraday head and shoulders forming right here at this 413, which has also been another key area that's been on watch for the past couple weeks. Um, I noticed it starting to form, and a couple of things I noticed here is we started having RSI diverging, showing some weakness. Let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry. There we go. So I noticed RSI starting to diverge as we broke above, showing some weakness here. We pushed back below. Then I noticed this head and shoulders forming, so I alerted to the group. Hey, we might have another short possible at 413. Waited for it to come up to retest this area, and it hit really close. 5 cents off. I took my entry here, and as we came down, I was able to hold position. This is the neckline break that I was looking for. So as we broke the neckline and we came down, as we came towards VWAP I use as active support. So I'm always trimming or getting ready to trim around VWAP. We came towards VWAP, volume started stepping in, and then that's when I exited. But when I was looking at this, I can see the head and shoulders forming, alerted the team here with a weakness by showing in this RSI divergence. So I took this, broke below the neck, a quick trade for over 35% on this one. So the next trade was on the 16th. The same level. So I had this 413 area, which I've been watching all week, and this 411. We were trending up. We almost reached it here. We broke down. So as we came back to come test it again, same thing. I noticed RSI was diverging, showing weakness in the market, and a potential double top forming here at this 413, which has been a pretty big key level as resistance. So I loaded the group. I'm watching 1285 to 413, and I got 1285 from the highs of these candles as the potential double top. So when we reached up, we hit about 290, took it short. We had a trend line coming across. We broke this trend line and then dumped. We tested VWAP, couldn't get over it and kept going. And we just started dumping all day. The cons for this, actually, there were 412 puts, went from 0.3 to all the way to 3.5 on this trade. So this is a really good trade. And then that's what I was looking for on this. The next trade, mm, yeah, so the next trade on this is right here. I'm looking for the 403 bounce on SPY. So there we go, 403 bounce. So I alerted to the group at around this time, 8 o'clock, what I was looking. And then this was the opposite. So we had low of day here. We were coming to test it. We started creating a wedge, and then we see the RSI diverging bullish wedge forming into a double bottom. So I was pretty confident in this trade that we'd at least test this area. We had low of day at 404.18, but I figured we might not go all the way down. So we broke down, took the entry a little bit below 404.30, and was able to take this all the way up as we started getting strength. This is a key candle, high volume doji, which means there's a lot of strength here. Then we started pushing. Here's our candle pushing with volume. And we pushed all the way up to VWAP, which was the rejection area that I was looking for. And this is where I trimmed. I got about 40-45% out of this trade by taking it up to VWAP and using that as my next level of support to trim at, or resistance to trim at. So it's just a quick review on a couple trades and what I was looking at intraday to enter these and why.